Well, best practices define an aspirational level of service, and they are used across many industry sectors. We don't have one for performance teams and asset management, but what we do have is a lot of different ways to calculate the same results, and a lot of opinions about which are the right and the wrong methods to use. This creates issues for performance teams and their firms. How do you know if your performance team is delivering value for money? Is your team far behind or way ahead of market practice? And BISAM is a system vendor, but the best practice we have designed is not about systems. We've devoted resources to this initiative because we believe that the industry needs a best practice for performance. We're a key player in the asset management industry, and we believe that key players should invest some of their profits in industry improvements that will benefit everyone. We want performance teams to have access to independent guidance on whether or not their methods, procedures and processes need to be enhanced and where the priority is highest. Well, performance teams cannot just focus on how results are calculated. They have to get those results to the people that want them in the most efficient way possible. And remember that old saying about garbage in, garbage out? It's no good having the best calculation engines and the most efficient distribution channels if you're using bad source data. So BISAM's performance best practice covers calculation methods, and it also covers how well information is distributed, the integration with upstream processes and systems, the operating platform, governance and management control. In total, there are 60 criteria that are used to measure the performance team's service capability and compare it with standard practice, which is the service level that teams should deliver, and best practice, which is the best level of service that is expected in the industry. Well, there's a two-page fact sheet with two main sections. One section will contain a set of graphics, such as the one illustrated here. The length of the bar represents a spectrum of service levels. In the illustration here, the performance team is operating at a higher level than standard practice, but below best practice. The other section contains commentary to indicate where the performance team is not aligned with standard practice and with best practice. Yes, well, that's a good point. That's very true. A performance team working for a global manager will be expected to work at a different level of service to one that is in a small specialist boutique. That's why we have included a set of parameters in the framework that are used to determine the type of firm in which the team is operating. Yes, it is, but it is a new innovation and we intend to evolve it over time. There are two developments in the immediate pipeline. We're going to complete a market survey to collect information from different types of firms and different regions. This will enable us to establish a market practice to sit alongside standard practice and best practice. And second, we will establish an advisory group comprising practitioners from different firms and regions to oversee the further development of the framework.